Hey guys, what's up? It's Julia here, and I look actually freaking crazy with my hair like this. I'm just trying to figure out a new curly hair routine because I had to stop using some products that were blowing up on YouTube for being considered bad for your hair, but it looks ridiculous, and I think I'm gonna take it out right now because I can't take myself seriously looking like this. It's fine, my hair can just dry how it lays. Anyway, so this video, if you can't already tell from the title, it's all about my glow up journey, my 10-year glow up transformation, while I'm explaining to you how I got from this to this. I'm gonna be doing my makeup, beating my face, snatching my nose. I don't know the lingo, I'm really not that cool. But if you're new here and you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification button. And if you could give this video a big thumbs up for me embarrassing myself by showing you all my horrible before photos. Maybe I should be a little nicer to myself, but like, you know, still. I had an awkward phase, you guys, like a really bad awkward phase. And who knows, I might still be in that phase, but like, at least I'm not as bad as I used to be. Also, if you have Instagram, it means so much to me if you could take a screenshot of this video and post it to your story, and then I will repost you. Basically, I'm back and better, and I'm just trying to get the word out that I am here. It would mean so much to me if you could do that. And now let's just go ahead and jump into this. The year is... Okay, so I'm gonna start plucking my eyebrows now. How I'm gonna explain this is we're gonna start through the years. So we're gonna go all the way back to 2010 when I was 14 years old, because it's 2020 now, that's 10 years ago. And 10 years ago, I was a freshman in high school, and that's kind of when I realized that like, I didn't look like the popular girls. I did not look like the pretty girls. I was not getting attention. I was kind of a fly on the wall. And any attention that I did get was just like, not the best. I was teased. I had a boy ask me if I'd ever been kissed, and I was like, I don't want to answer that. And he was like, well, I assume you haven't because of the way you look, or something like that, something mean. I was just not treated that nicely, and I felt like if I just looked prettier, people would treat me nicer. Now, that's not necessarily true, but in high school, middle school, people really do be like that. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, people really do be that judgmental and harsh. That was basically when I decided to start this journey, and it took me a minute. So 14 happened. I kind of just suffered. It kind of sucked. This is what I looked like. Yeah. That was probably my worst appearance phase. It gets better, guys. It really does. So, end of 2010, I found YouTube. I'm starting to wear makeup. I'm learning how to wear makeup, but at the same time, I completely sucked at putting makeup on. It was a trial and error process. Here are some of my earliest YouTube videos that are actually still on YouTube. Hey guys, so to kick off my new channel, I thought I would start out by doing a video that was very, very requested on my old channel. Hello guys, so today I filmed a back to school hair tutorial video on... I think I privated them though, so here's some photos from this period of time. Also, I'm not going to be explaining my makeup process because this is just my everyday makeup look. And if you guys want to see another video pertaining to that, please let me know. Or if you want to see another video where I talk about like the inner glow up, because this is just my physical appearance glow up, then you can also let me know if you want to see that in the comments down below as well. But basically, so 2011 hit, and that is like when I really got into YouTube. I started BeautyTakenIn, this channel that you're watching right now, and I started to learn how to do makeup. Still wasn't very good at it, but I was trying at this point. Like, I was really going all in, like watching beauty gurus. Also, I was tanning a little bit during that period with like the Jergens natural glow stuff, which I think worked fine if I remember correctly, but it had a really weird smell, so I stopped that. I think I thought that being tanner would make me look thinner, which it kind of does, so I mean, my thought process wasn't wrong, but I definitely got that idea from beauty gurus. Okay, all of 2011 and 2012, I was really just learning makeup, and I really wish I learned eyebrows because I was doing all this like makeup growth, like learning how to do face makeup, eye makeup, everything, but I never did anything to my freaking eyebrows. People for sure told me, like I remember reading comments from people on like my popular hair videos being like, ooh, your eyebrows, ooh, your baby hairs, which I I still have some. The eyebrow hate definitely made me learn how to do the brows, so kind of appreciate that in a way. So this was all 2012. Now we get to 2013, and I'm just like kind of fed up. I wasn't fat, but I've always been like a yo-yo weight type of person, and for the bulk of high school I had been pretty chubby for myself. It was like the most I'd ever weighed at that time period, and I felt really insecure about that, so I decided to go on a little weight loss journey. But my ass got a little carried away and developed an eating disorder, so I guess that's not really glowing up. But yeah, so that happened. Not the best, definitely not my most pleasant experience, but that eating disorder lasted from, I want to say, end of 2012 up until end of 2015, early 2016 is when I decided to go vegan and get better. But we're skipping a little ahead of that, so let's take it back to 2013 when I finally realized that my hair is curly again. I realized my hair was curly when I was 12 in 7th grade and started using curly hair products, and I rocked my natural hair. It looked really cute, but something happened in high school where my hair changed and became more wavy, or maybe I just wasn't using the right products, or I was putting too much heat on it, whatever. Maybe there was a lot of damage. I don't really know. But for whatever reason, my natural hair just looked pretty crappy. And by 2013, I figured out how to do my hair again and embrace the curls. Also, I figured out good heatless hairstyles to do, or good heatless styling tricks to do to make my hair look better naturally. All right, now to 2014. And I feel like 2014 was a really pivotal year for my glow up growth. I feel like every year in these past 10 years, I would do something to glow up. Sometimes I would do multiple things, but I feel like 2014 to 2015 was one of the most extreme times for my glowing up. First thing I learned how to do in 2014 was my eyebrows, and that changed the game. I learned to pluck them and fill them in a way that just, really fit my face well. And it's not too different than the way I do it now. It's pretty similar. I just use different products. And then, I think it was end of 2014 was when Kylie Jenner started doing the overlining to her lips before the filler, and that's when I started doing the overlining to my lips, and that really changed the game. I've always had a really decent bottom lip, but my top lip always suffered, and when I figured out how to do that, I think it really balanced out my face in a way that I'd never seen before, and I really liked that. So I kept doing that for the whole summer. I started in the spring, and I kept doing that the whole summer of 2014 while I was living in LA. I also noticed that at this point in time, I've always had really big chipmunky cheeks, and I feel like my chipmunky cheeks started to kind of go down a little bit. I feel like over the past 10 years, they've gone down a lot, and I really like that. Not that there's anything wrong with having chubby cheeks, but I was just a little insecure when it came to photos. But also this whole time I went from not knowing how to take photos to learning how to take photos. I feel like by 2014 is when I really knew how to take a good selfie. But it took a lot of trial and error and figuring out which lighting did me the best, because I have a wonky nose. I mean, you can't tell because the lighting's making her look nice right now, but in general my nose can look anywhere from decently cute to atrocious depending on the lighting. And I know a lot of people are that way, so please give us a thumbs up if you can relate. Sometimes I like my nose and sometimes I hate my nose, and it's just a constant struggle. After summer of 2014 that I spent in LA with all the fake bitches, I'm just kidding, LA, the home of all the plastic surgery, I decided when I got back to Philly to get eyelash extensions, and that was really fun. And I did that for 3 years straight before I developed an allergy to them, and now I can't do them, period. But it was a really good time while it lasted, and this was in September that I decided to do these extensions, and I think right after or right before is when I did my first lip injection. The moment you've all been waiting for. Lip injections. Yes. I don't know if at this point Kylie was getting them done or if she was still overlining, but I was I am going all in. I am doing my lips. It was really not supposed to be a huge thing. I was just doing it to even out my top lip because one side was smaller than the other, and I also wanted to even out my top lip to my bottom lip because for whatever reason, when I was born, the genes I got were, let's just say, a little asymmetrical. I got my dad's top lip and my mom's bottom lip. My mom has full lips, my dad has thin lips. So I got a mixture of both. And I just really wanted to have the full package. So I found a doctor in Philly to do my lip injections, which looking back now really wasn't the brightest of ideas because I was just in LA. Like if I was gonna get lip injections, I should have did it there because I'm sorry, but I don't know anyone in Philly who gets lip filler, face filler. My first experience with lip filler was good in the sense I was really excited to have it, and I knew it was botched at the time, but like I just kind of wanted to go with it anyway. This is my first time. I didn't know any different, but I got Juvederm, and it's not that the plastic surgeon who did it was bad or anything. It's just that Juvederm has a tendency to move, to migrate. They call it Movederm. That's what my current injector has told me. And Restylane, which is what I got when I moved to LA and redid the whole process, which I'll get to later. Restylane is like what my lips need because for whatever reason, Juvederm just wants to move all around my mouth and give me a puffy mustache area as opposed to a nice pouty upper lip. So that was my first mistake, but it wasn't a big deal to me at the time. I was just really happy to have an upper lip. So that whole year of 2015, I kept going back for more. I think I went like 3 or 4 times. I think I did half syringes, maybe like 1 or 2 full syringes, and really just built up that upper lip. As you can tell in all of my old videos where I'm getting comments where people are like, did she get her lips done? Ooh, her lips are botched. Ugh, that's so bad. Like, you guys definitely let me know, and maybe not you guys, but the haters definitely let me know that my lips were botched. Okay, so come summer 2015, I decided to stop with the lips. I was moving back to LA and I decided to get highlights in my hair. Yeah, this is my first time getting like a full head of highlights. I thought it looked really cute. My hair was really nice and curly, like the curls. I don't know what was going on with my hair at the time, but my hair was just like popping. It was looking so good. I don't remember what I was doing or what products I was using, but the curls were perfect. Like I could just put a little mousse in them and they were like fire. So whatever 19-year-old, 20-year-old Julia was doing, like she got it right with the hair. But anyway, I like come back from LA and get my lips done. The heck? Like why would I come to Pennsylvania to get my lips done when I'm living in LA? Like I don't know. This was around I guess October, November. I don't know why I did this. One of my old roommate's moms has a med spa in LA and she could definitely tell that my lips were botched and she offered to fix them for me. And you know what I said? I said, no, it's fine. Goes and gets more Juvederm from Pennsylvania. Like, why did I do that? Such a waste. Anyway, I could have been going to the people I go to now and avoided that, but whatever. Then 2016 and 2015 hits and I am just like fed up with my eating disorder. I was over it. I wanted to be skinny still. For whatever reason in my mind, skinny equals pretty, which no, like whatever your body is, like that's beautiful itself. Like you don't need to overdo it, but you know, for me, being a little shorty out in LA, I just wanted to fit in and look like a model. I don't know. This is also kind of before like everyone wanted to be thick and grow their booties, so I guess that might be a reason. But anyway, I decide that I'm over my eating disorder and I'm gonna go vegan, and I've been vegan ever since. So that was a huge glow up, not just for like my physical appearance, but also just like my internal system. So after going vegan, I basically put on 30 pounds. Yeah, 30 pounds within 3 months. So that was like really shocking to my system. And I felt very large and in charge at this time. I wasn't really feeling my body, but you know, I was really happy to just be able to eat the foods that I wanted to eat again. And I was really thriving with my YouTube channel. So even though I was like sad about not being skinny anymore, I was kind of like, whatever, like this was necessary. It needed to happen. And I'm so proud of myself for doing it really all on my own. Everyone recovers differently, so I'm not trying to like put anyone down who like has to go to a treatment center. I was just really lucky and happy that I was able to resolve this on my own. But at this time, my hair, for whatever reason, started to like get wavier as opposed to curly, and I kind of just didn't know how to take care of it anymore because my natural curls were so tight and like perfect and they weren't frizzy, and then my hair started getting frizzy. So I ended up straightening my hair a lot at this time, or just braiding it and just wearing my hair in braids or the waves that braids give you, overnight braids. So that was like my way of kind of combating that. Oh, I do want to mention the product that I'm about to use right now because it's my best friend, RCL Beauty 101's makeup brand, Arclo Cosmetics. And we're going to be using this palette right here called the In the Rough palette, which a little rough travel situation when it got here, but all good. The colors are still gorgeous and we can still use them. Still, it doesn't matter that the In the Rough palette had a rough travel experience. I'm sorry, I make really corny jokes. My boyfriend, he calls them Julia jokes. I just call them corny ass jokes. So now on to my big hair chop that I had done in February 2017. I decided to do a video where I got a $400 haircut versus like a $50 haircut, something like that. And within the $400 haircut, I also got it dyed, highlighted blonde, like super, super blonde highlights. And I hadn't done that since like middle school, so this was a big deal getting my hair cut that short. And I definitely liked it at the time and decided to keep going shorter progressively over the next few months until it was like this, like to my dangly earrings type short, and honestly that ish did not look good curly, and I just had to grow her the F out, which took up until literally now 2020 for me to have long hair again, which really, like, compared to a lot of people isn't that long, but I'm not the most patient, so. And then weight loss wise, I was working out with my trainer like throughout the entire spring, and I was losing weight, gaining muscle, just really getting back to like, well, I don't know if I've ever had like a good healthy weight balance, but getting back to how I was when I was doing figure skating when I was in middle school. And I kind of just ate whatever I want back then, but I was burning enough calories, doing enough exercises that I really could. So, and that's kind of how I am now. I eat whatever I want, like healthy food, of course, for the most part. Sometimes I have a little too much fried food and you can't help it, but for the most part I try to keep it healthy and, you know, work out at least like 4 to 5 times a week. Okay, you guys, it's eyeliner time. I cannot talk and do eyeliner at the same time, so I'm gonna return in a second. I am back. If my eyeliner looks a little wonky, it's not my fault. I just used a new eyeliner that I thought was gonna be more dry, but this shit was really, really liquidy. Kind of just like bleeded all over my eyelid. So that's that. Anyway, it was spring, like March through, I want to say June of 2017, when I decided to go finally to a doctor in LA and get my lips dissolved. And I also re-got my chin done and I loved it. I still have it done right now, although I might need to get a little fill pretty soon. We'll see, probably like end of spring, because these things, like, they need maintenance. That's the thing about filler, is it all dissolves eventually. Like, it's not permanent. I mean, there are permanent fillers that you could do, but I wouldn't do that right now because I don't know. You never know if you're gonna change your mind, or if you are gonna decide you don't like it, or if you freaking figure out that you're botched later. Who knows? It's just safer to not do all that. And I like the idea that it's not permanent. I like the idea that it's semi-permanent. Hold on. I also just quickly want to mention that all these beauty treatments I did at the time were pretty expensive to maintain. Eyelashes were very high maintenance. To be honest, like, I'm not happy that I had a bad allergic reaction to them, but I am glad that it made me stop getting them because they were very expensive for no reason. Honestly, like, I'm about to put falsies on right now, and I feel like falsies are a lot more affordable. They look just as cute, and the great thing is you can take them off. Eyelash extensions, even though, like, yeah, it looks nice without makeup, like, those things itch. They're uncomfortable. Sometimes they poke you in the eye and that shit hurts. Like, there's just so many things. Like, you can't sleep on your face. Like, I sleep on certain sides, and it was always really frustrating. Even like self-tanning. I did a bit of self-tanning in 2019. Like, did I? Yes, I did. I got the Saint Tropez, and then I also went to one spray tan place, and spray tanning is way too expensive. Won't do that ever again, but the Saint Tropez is nice and affordable. Okay, so after I got my lips dissolved all through spring and got my chin done, I think I ended up getting my chin done again in June and then getting another syringe in my lips. But this time it was a Restylane from West Side Aesthetics in LA, and I would definitely recommend them. I don't go to them for my lips anymore because I actually go to the place where Kylie Jenner goes. You know. But I would definitely go back. Like, they do great work there. I think it was either right before Halloween or right after Halloween of 2017? Yeah, 2017. I decided to dye my hair red, like this. I don't know why. I wanted to do a fun color. I'd never done a fun color. It was a washable dye. I ended up not really liking how it looked on me. I kind of felt like clownish. So I let that wash the F out because I was not feeling myself. But also during this time, I was like really happy with my workouts. I think I had stopped. Was I still doing? No, I was still working out with my trainer at this point, but I was also doing heavier weights and stuff, and just really my body was falling into place. So 2018 hits. I really don't think I did too much stuff in 2018 injection wise. I was kind of going through like a weird spiritual phase and just like really wasn't wearing makeup. Yeah, it was an odd time for me, I'm not gonna lie, but it wasn't up until I think June of 2018 where I decided to get my lips done again, full syringe, because I felt like they were really dissolving and getting thin, and I had to, you know, maintain the look. Throughout the whole year of 2018, I was letting my hair dye kind of wash out, so I think by summer it was basically gone. Like, I'm pretty sure it was all gone, honestly. This is what my hair looked like in the summer. She was growing. She was starting to find a curl style again, thank goodness. Also, like, meow, hello Dexter. All throughout these years, I like improved my makeup with my face as we went. So I'm sure you can tell through the photos how my makeup has improved over time to my face. I don't know exact details. The only thing I can really remember was back in the day when I learned how to do eyebrows. That was the most pivotal moment. Bye, Dexter! It's his birthday tomorrow. Dexter's birthday's tomorrow. He's gonna be 3 years old, you guys. It's crazy. Like, this was him when he was a baby. My first and only cat video on my channel. Oh, he was so gosh darn cute. Okay, so then in November, I went back to West Side Aesthetics to get my lips filled again. But this time it was only half a syringe, and you know, it didn't make that much of a difference. I just wanted to kind of plump it up, get a more pouty look and feel, so that's what we did. And then I didn't get any chin filler at that time, but I went in, I want to say April, right before Coachella, and got my chin refilled just to keep it up to date, and that was the last time that I filled my chin, so that was April 2019. That's why I'm thinking of going and doing a refill in probably like May or June, whenever I get back to LA around that time. Right now I don't have the money, but I'm hoping to be further in my career by then and be able to afford some nice luxuries. Also, I just want to say that, like, I know my glow up experience involved things that were pretty pricey, like having a personal trainer, getting face injections, getting lip injections. You don't need to spend any money to glow up. If you want injections, yeah, save up for it and do it, but like, you don't need to get face injections to actually glow up. It was just something that I personally wanted and at the time could afford. So that's why I did it, but I'm not saying like you need to go and do that. Like, I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. I think everyone's different. I just want to be transparent and honest about what I've done. Clearly I've done a lot to go from this to this. So I just want to be honest with like my approach, but you can do whatever your heart desires. Yeah, you really don't need to get the nails, the lashes, the lips. Like, embrace what you have naturally. Like, there's so many different ways to glow up. And if you want to see a video on how to affordably glow up, please let me know in the comments down below, because I could show you things that I've done or that like I think you could do, that anyone can do without spending a lot of money. Now I don't have a trainer. I work out still. I have a gym membership and I do home workouts. Okay, so end of August, I had to abruptly leave LA because my apartment got mold and I couldn't afford to get another apartment there. So I moved back to Philly, but right before I moved back to Philly, I last minute scheduled an appointment at the place where Kylie Jenner gets her lips done, and like Stassi and all those LA girls. And it's, I want to say like Maitoki Spa, Med Spa. I'm just gonna put the name right here because I can't pronounce it right. But I go to Charlene and she does really great lips. Like, the lips that I have right now are a product of her. And she used a type of Restylane, but it was like also something else. I don't know what it's called, but it's like the best of the best. Like, it's a little more expensive than the norm because it's that good. These are my favorite lips that I've gotten done so far. We did a full syringe in August, a half syringe in October, and a half syringe in February. And I think I'm just gonna continue to just like update with a half syringe every like 6 months just to keep this shape and structure going, because I really like the way it looks right now. So I'm going to be taking an Arclo highlight in magnetic fields. Yes, and we're going to be highlighting my nose. nose and my cheekbones. Also in October, I ended up dyeing my hair slightly darker, but it was with a washable dye, and I think it's washed out quite a bit because this is looking more like my natural hair color. Alright, now for my favorite part, it's time to do my classic overlined lip, which I still do even though I lip filler because I just really like the way it finishes things off. So I'm gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna try this lip color from Arclo. So that was basically my glow up journey, and this is my final makeup look. I just want to say the only thing I really did in 2020, I mean, the year just started. We're only like 3 months in. Oh, now that I say that, we're already 3 months in. This year's going by really fast. Hello. But I did the half syringe of lip filler in February, so I really haven't done too much, so we'll see what the world brings me and what else I decide to glow up. All that being said, I just want to say, like, this was just my physical glow up story journey. I didn't mention any of like the mental, emotional glow ups that have to go on in between this whole thing, because I feel like when you glow up inside, you also glow up outside and vice versa. Like, they're very interconnected. Here's our final look of me now versus me 10 years ago. Oh, look at little Julia. Off to see. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification button for new videos every Saturday at 3 p.m. EST, which is 12 p.m. PST, and I will either see you in my next video or my previous video, which you can click at the end. Love you guys so much. Heart. Bye.